Oh, hey guys, how are you doing? Well, this is Peter here. My name is Peter and welcome to my channel. I've just been sitting here thinking about how nice it is to work remotely, how much I like it. I mean, I can sit here in my home office and look out through this window. There's an amazing view. I can take a bit of time out to walk outside to get some fresh air. I'm not stuck in an office. I really think that it's really an absolutely incredible experience that I've learned to do properly over the course of a number of years. Before that, I was working in offices. I was working in small teams, large teams, offices in the city, big open plan offices, small cubicles, and all of that just kind of seems a bit unpleasant now. It seems it's cold, it's kind of interesting to meet with people, and it's a real pleasure to catch up with the people that you work with. Although most of the time everybody was kind of in their own little world doing their own thing, and unless you're actually dealing with people directly, it didn't really change anything. You kind of saw people, come and go, but you didn't really interact with them. Some people you build relationships with. But working here in this home office is another thing altogether. I mean, look, I'll just show you, take a look at this view. I'm really fortunate and really grateful to be able to work in this kind of space, to be able to, at any moment, get out of the house and just go for a quick walk and have a think, refresh my head. And it's so much easier to solve problems when you don't sit in one place and in this cold, kind of grayish environment when you can get outside and just go for a walk. Even when I worked in hubs, it was a little bit more lively, a little bit more interactive than working in an office, which is really strange, right? Because you'd think that if you work in a hub, it's still kind of an office space. But I think the dynamic of working in a co-working space is a little bit different. You're more pushed to do more social things. There's an impetus to organize a social environment by the people, by the administrators of the co-working space. So it's very different to working in an office. And I have to say, ever since this pandemic and everything sort of opened up, I haven't changed the way that I want to work. Even though I was working from home in the middle of the pandemic, it was still an absolutely amazing experience to be able to sit at home, go for a walk, reflect on problems, do online calls with the team, come back, get back to work more or less on your own terms. And I think that's the other thing. Working on your own terms gives you a sense of empowerment with what you do and how you act and how you deliver things. You feel a little bit more responsible because it is your space and you're looking after the work that you're doing, you're looking after, and you're responsible for completely. It took some time to adapt the office space and learn. And at the beginning it was really tough, but eventually I have to say 100% I would not go back to working in an office full time. The world has changed, and the digital space in particular, especially with software development, is completely different to what it was 10 years ago. So that's it. My vote goes to remote work, and full power to anybody else out there, to all you guys out there that are remote first, and keep it up, keep it going. And sometimes it might be difficult, but if you really if you don't have problem with disciplining yourself to getting up in the morning, doing what you need to do, getting it done quickly, and then moving on with your day, then it's for you. And everybody's a little bit different. Some people might want to work in an office sometimes. And look, at the same time, even though I prefer this as a place of work, that in my home office here, sometimes it is good to go out and have meetings in person, and especially if you don't have to go too far. A lot of people that I know that work in an office close to here that I catch up with for one of my clients, it's great. Every so often, once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month, that's all right. But every day, no way. Not, especially not in a commute where you have to spend 20 minutes, 30 minutes one way. That's already an hour of your time, and what are you doing? Not much. So my vote goes to remote work. And speaking of remote work, let's get back to it.